Welcome back to Spud Plays Mass Effect. Last time we left off, we discovered that Sovereign, the ship that Saren has been flying around on, was actually alive, and there's something called the Reaper, which is apparently looking to just wipe out all civilization. So that's nice. And Caden's gone and got himself in a spot of bother, so we've got to go and save him. Again. As we open another door to Jabba the Hutt's palace. Whoa! Shit immediately kicks off. Okay, that should be that. Boys, once again you're putting the weapons away here. We probably should keep them out ready for antics. Oh, crate. Might be some good stuff in there. Like 5 grand credits.
Damn. Guess they're sending in reinforcements.
Bring them on.
You spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
Oh, we're gonna sort the bomb out.
Hold on, Chief. I'm coming back to get you.
Negative! It's too late for us! There's just too many of them! I'm activating the nuke!
What the hell are you doing, Williams?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
Well, I'm gonna get Ashley because she didn't get herself in shit.
Williams, radio Joker and tell him to meet us at the bomb site.
Yes, Commander,
It's the right choice, and you know it, Ash.
Fight hard, Lieutenant. Die proud.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Die proud, Mandalorian. Wrong franchise, but still. Camera. Nice bit of wall clipping going on there. Right, so I know that decision seemed fairly heartless there, but Caden hasn't exactly ingratiated himself, and at least Ashley is willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And we've got to make sure this nuke stays defended, because we cannot have the Krogan running around with Saren causing a problem for the galaxy. And the weapon's overheated. Oh, where's that bomb? Oh, there's the bomb. Ash, can we move? Oh. Another sniper.
Commander, you need to set the nuke and get out. We can't hold. Left flank, left flank. Suppressing fire. Suppressing.
Bring it on, Saren, you bastard.
I applaud you, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. An impressive diversion. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
Yeah, well, you don't fool me, so let's take...
This isn't complicated. You'll do anything to get power. Even joining with the Reapers.
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
I'm not here to be a slave.
I'd rather die than live under the rule of those machines.
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives can be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
It's not working, is it?
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Coward.
I'm not like you. I'd rather die fighting than live as a slave.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Bring it on. It's the fight I've been waiting for.
Everybody, hang on!
And there goes the nuke. I wonder if that Asari got out. Oh yeah, and Caden.
I can't believe Caden didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
Gotta put the mission first, Ashley. Parking motions to one side.
We had to leave him behind. Saren has to be stopped at any cost.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
Sounds like you questioning my orders again, Ashley.
Chief Williams, I am your commanding officer. I did what I had to do. Do not question my orders.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm grateful for that. But it should have been me. Alenko was a superior officer. I would have gladly stayed behind.
Don't worry, we'll get our own back.
Get it together, soldier. Caden's blood is on Saren's hands, and when we find that son of a bitch, I'll make him pay.
Yes, sir. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime.
Oh yeah.
It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
Let me guess, with another mind meld thing?
Nobody is messing with my head anymore. I'm sick of dealing with these visions.
I understand your reluctance, Commander. But the visions are already there. I only want to help you make sense of them. It may be the only way to stop Saren.
Fine.
Looks like I don't have a choice.
For what is now
Relax,
like the fifth or
Commander.
sixth time.
Embrace eternity.
There's only so many times one can embrace eternity.
I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Look, it was your idea. Hurry up.
We don't have a moment. Snap out of it and tell me what you saw.
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
Anything else in there? Because I could tell you that the Reapers were bad.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
And you kept this to yourself until now.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
Well, time's short.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
You think that's going to stop me, Tally?
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to...
Bitch, don't tell me what to do.
The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Didn't tire me out.
Are you sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind. Drown
Oh yeah, she
myself
tells
in
us
your
this every
thoughts.
time.
It is more difficult
We're just
than it
like a
looks.
humble brag.
The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder. I just need some time to recover.
I'll go
We're
and
done
lie
here.
down then.
Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Why bother?
They're not going to believe any of this. Not without proof. We'd just be wasting our time.
Aye, aye, Commander. Sovereign will be sitting on Citadel's roof before those bastards will listen to us.
Well, seeing as we're here, I think we'll just go for a quick run around and check in with the council. The area that there's currently no music playing. I want the funky space music. And we'll start there and work our way back up to the bridge. I want to check in with Rex and Garrus in particular. Well, particularly Rex, after we just sort of nuked his people. Ah, okay, that's the group of Solarians. Welcome aboard the best ship in the galaxy.
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. Still, I find the loss of Captain Kirahi troubling. But I won't blame you. I know you lost one of your own as well.
Sometimes that happens.
He's just one man. Many more will be saved because of what he did.
That is our lot, I
Brutal,
suppose.
Karen.
There may come a day when so many have been sacrificed, it will be impossible to tell who won. The mission was a success. That will have to be enough. We won't trouble you for long. Our unit will be disbanded as soon as we depart.
Rex, how we doing?
Commander, things got heated back on Vermeer. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I should hope so too.
That's what I expect from all my people.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
Don't you worry, Rex, we'll get the bastard.
No matter what it takes, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him.
I like the sound of that.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
He's doing good as long as he gets his chance to shoot Saren.
Commander?
Anything on your mind about Caden? I know you felt pretty strongly back there in the little debrief.
About Lieutenant Alenko. How are you holding up?
Can't say I'm better. Sorry for anything I said back there. I don't want any deaths on my hands, and it's my fault.
Soldiers, Ash, toughen up.
Every one of us is expendable if it accomplishes the mission. Alenko, you, me.
I know. If we hadn't gotten pinned down, you would have been there to help him. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Torfin?
They did their duty. Accepted their role in life and got on with it.
We accept death when we put on the uniform, Chief. If you can't deal with that, retire.
I could never do that. Not before and definitely not now. I have to be worth Kaiden's life.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Kaiden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute.
Too soon.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Yeah, this is not the time for mail. You might want to tell your sister that Kane's not really around anymore.
We're in the middle of enemy territory, Chief. Don't you have better things to do than view mail from home?
I should be inspecting my firearm. It won't happen again. And, I have no interest in the lieutenant.
Well, I should hope not, because you've sort of missed your chance.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
We've got a hard fight ahead. Fleets of AI dreadnoughts who've exterminated all life dozens of times over. I think the odds are against us.
Never tell me the odds.
When it comes to the survival of humanity, who gives a rat's ass about odds? We're gonna fight them.
Aye, aye, Commander. But I'm infantry. Against Reapers, my rifle may as well fire spitballs. I won't have a place in this war. That's what pisses me off, not being able to shoot back.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay, so she's doing all right. Garrus?
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
No doubt.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating it?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
What?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Wait, what?
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Okay, Krogans have got 4 testicles. Noted.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Good thinking. Lackeys are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh.
Christ.
That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
So he was growing spare parts in his own employees.
Exactly. He clone their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Well, even that's messed up.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Oh, don't tell me that. We're gonna have to go after the bastard now.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Patton and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I'm with you on this one, Garrus.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Well, give it to me and we'll take the bastard down.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Well, I think we've kind of found a worthwhile cause to get distracted by. Ilos can wait. We've got a serial killer to hunt down. Right. At the risk of getting into a massively long-winded ethical debate with Tali, let's see how she's doing.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Well, she seems chirpier.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Is that why you're really here, Tali, and not really dedicated to the mission?
Jeopardize my mission for the sake of your pilgrimage.
I won't. You have my word on that. But I'm not going to just give up on my search. The fleet needs the resources we find on our pilgrimages. Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
Why?
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board.
Oh, you get that quiet.
He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So you're kind of royalty then, Tali.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen, but it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Preferentially, or?
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That's an awful lot of pressure, Tali.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Well, we don't want that.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile, they've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren.
Well, I'm glad
then
you
I'll
said
worry
it.
about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
Well, at least we didn't get into a massive ethical discussion that time. It might be worth helping out our team a little bit. You know, we kept Geth on side. We're starting to warm to them a bit now. Ashley still needs to fall in line. So does Liara. Speaking of which, guess we can't chat with Caden here anymore. Let's see if Liara's got anything to add about this new beacon.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
I just want to talk.
Of course. I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
Oh, for God's sake, Liara, why?
He's no innocent victim. He was a ruthless bastard long before he fell under Sovereign's control.
I know his reputation, but he was a Spectre. I think he honestly believed everything he did was for the greater good.
The greater
I wonder
good.
how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
I'm gonna go for lust for power.
There's nothing noble about Saren or what he did. He got exactly what he deserved.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I should not waste sympathy on Saren. Not when there are so many others who have suffered because of him. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
Yeah. I think that's going to conclude our conversation there with Liara.
Goodbye, Shepard.
She seems to have recovered since the mind melding. What about the Doctor?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
That's very noble of you, Doctor.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Thank you, Doctor. We don't need her entire backstory. We don't want to get attached to every member of the ship. But it might be worth going to stop that psychopath who got away from Garrus. That is going to conclude this part, though, as we lost a crew member. We lost Caden. He won't be around anymore. But join us back in next time, where we'll either be going to Ilos, or Karen will make the decision to go after Dr. Salian after learning a bit more about Garrus' backstory. Catch you then.